Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, California. It's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Kene Nwagu now out of his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
They're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins.
Open man is Osborne. He's got it.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
A give to Bell. The numbers for Bell on the ground of the game last week. 18 carries, 71 yards.
Well, watching the film, we saw that things clicked pretty well for them in the running game last week. No reason to change in my mind. Continue to try and run the football, give it to them early and often in hopes of breaking down the defense so some bigger gains result as the game goes on.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. From the gun, here's Cousins. Open man is Miller. He's got it.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. The give is to Bell. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Working out of the gun, Cousins.
He'll check it down to Bell.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it third down. Cousins. And a pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down.
Drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers.
They're led by the number 2 overall pick in April's draft from BYU, the rookie Zach Wilson.
And there's a lot of good to watch in the game last week. He threw 4 touchdown passes. A little bit of concern throwing the 2 interceptions.
Yeah, and the 2 pick.
Yeah, you want the ratio really to be closer to 3-to-1 as opposed to the 2-to-1 that he had. But it is something to build on. They did get the win, didn't they?
Yep.
First carry for Raheem Mostert.
And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. Mostert. These are his numbers from last week's contest. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
They go play action now. Wilson.
That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
Here's Wilson. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. And the Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Cousins. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And they work this well upfield across the 45. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. Fred Warner, first-time All-Pro in 2020, in on the stop defensively. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Bell. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Here's Sterling Hoffrichter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So, CD, you talk about this football team, some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Everson Griffin in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. 4th down. Here's Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Play action now. Cousins. Smith catches left side. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. That catch good for only a couple. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. And he'll get this underneath to Bell. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Wilson is going backwards here. Well, they come in and drop him all the way back at the 4-yard line.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Bell.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
The kick by Pinheiro is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down, escaping the pressure right.
That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
Gold with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Le'Veon Bell making his way back out onto the field now. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
Just say, don't forget about him.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
On third down, Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken from just outside the 30.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt.
And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 43. Wilson.
He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They go play action with Wilson. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout.
as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Third quarter starts with a run from Mostert. First down and a little extra from Mostert. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Gold with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially. So. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. They'll run on first down. Bell. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Now Bell. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On play action, Cousins. Going deep this time for Miller. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked by the rookie Greg Newsome. And the 49ers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So still no touchdowns allowed by this defense. They get the interception there. CD, they have been rock solid.
And at this point, I think they have to expect that they're going to see some shots taken down the field. And that was almost a desperation throw right there, just kind of hoping something good can happen, a completion, a pass interference. But this was anticipated well, and they came up with the INT.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Play action. It's Wilson. This one caught by Kittle. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That's complete out left to Ayuk. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 25 yards that time.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. On 2nd and very short, Wilson to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Elijah Moore, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. And they'll run with Sermon. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Trey Sermon hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers, they're just pouring it on. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now Wilson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Mostert. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. There's Wilson to throw. Forced out to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Niners are closing in on a 3rd straight. Widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Going with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
And now out comes Minnesota.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
6 yards left on second down.
Throwing, Cousins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Vikings on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Cousins now. Completes it to Miller.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get down
that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down.
Javon Kinlaw breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. After the sack on first down, Cousins. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Nick Bosa able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Cousins. This is Bell on the dump off. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging over 50 yards of punt so far as this one's away. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Flushed out right. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver.
And it's 3rd down.
He will find the rookie from Ole Miss, Elijah Moore.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Now we'll look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning.
Now we'll look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
He's going to look deep for more. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Virginia Tech, Caleb Farley.
And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. The disaster there, I mean, you saw it coming. The pressure gets knocked down, the interception.
Sometimes the best throw you make is the one you
don't make.
Exactly. Take care of the football. He'll also learn how to shrug his shoulders, take the proper slide steps to alleviate some of the pressure. But occasionally, like the one we just saw, sometimes just hold on to the football and take the hit.
Following the interception, Cousins under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bell. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And quickly they get to the line. A first down throw for Cousins. This is caught. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Point after, right down the middle, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Here's Richie James on the return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On first down, they go with Mostert again. Room to run past midfield. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 172 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those maps.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
We'll get that to Amir Smith-Marset.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain there of 21 yards. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins, he's going to let it fly.
And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.